wasn't there. We know him.
Oh.
I'm surprised that wasn't on there.
I was like, where are you getting at with this?
Because there were 3 random locations in town.
Yeah.
None of which I've ever heard of. I was like, okay, cool. That's good.
Good to know. Like, good to know those are the places we avoid. Oh, man. Oh, wrong one. Jeez. Okay, lighting is good there. So Linda, what's going on? Just getting started here. Ryukaze! We're gonna let everyone get settled in, and I'll give you guys a cool update for today. And you guys know this is our final week of our, well, not like next week, I'll probably still be doing the same thing, but today is the final week. For this week, I'll be at the store. This is my final 7 days at the store. I got this at Wasabi Con. I found it after, well, my basement is a complete mess right now because I was trying to find 2 pieces of paper today, which I did find, but then I found these.
Be able to get it back into a con outside of vendors.
It's a little plastic, little rubber band thingy. I didn't sell it all. No. How's everything now? So Celinda, she's been experiencing Braxton Hicks all of this month, but this week has especially been. I have a funny feeling that she might give birth next week. I just have this funny feeling that she might give birth next week. She's feeling like she's gonna come early. Obviously, I am hoping that Henry, what's going on with? Oh, hello, Imani, what's going on? Hello, my welcome first time chat. You're the person that let's go. You joined in today, dude. Yeah, guys. Hello, Manny. Hello, Manny was he came in and helped us remove some removed our old bed today. Actually, we had to make room for the baby crib. So that's awesome. Appreciate that, man. Taffy with the 14th month sub. Let's go. But welcome to the stream, man. Just getting started. We're at the store. I'm at the front part of my store right now. So. No, I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. I hope you had a good day. I know you guys work off of obviously the loads you guys do and everything. So I hope you guys had a good day as well too. I was just asked a question about Pokemon, so I'm going to answer that. Jungle, the man of the hour that I wanted to give a shout out to, coming in and helping us getting to 20% of our funding goal now because of Jungle Scorpion. After the stream last night, got a surprise little notification. And, just want to do a special shout out to Jungle and thank you for helping us get to 20% of our initial funding goal here. So thank you guys so much. Dude, oh my God, all the subs and the gift subs. Let's go, guys. My gosh, thank you so much. No, that was a major surprise last night. So thank you. It kind of lifted the spirit. It kind of lifted the spirits of everyone. Yeah, no, he ended up buying more shares, especially after mentioning. It's just going to make sense for all of you as we spend next month converting to a C corporation. Y'all are just going to end up with a ridiculous amount of shares. So again, math is not final. We're going to work it out and everything, but. He's gonna get a big chunk. So just no, thank you. Like seriously, guys. Like it's you know, these last few weeks have been definitely hard and, you know, very stressful indeed. But, you know, you guys know this, why this week is the last week for the shares next week, technically, too. But the biggest thing is, like, you know, because my wife could give birth at any time. If she, like, my concern is if she's born next week, she has to go into the NICU because she'll be a few weeks early. Even though her weight is up there, developmentally, her lungs and brains aren't fully developed. So she'll have to go to the NICU. And I think if I see her in the incubation thing, like, I think it's going to break me. So I'm not prepared for that. So we'll see how things go. Henry, if you're still here, the biggest thing with Pokemon, and today, to be honest, it is bad. The fact that you now have scalpers making TikTok videos showing other people how to scalp, how to make bots, how to purchase this stuff. The fact that the Pokemon Company did 1 million pre-orders today is just showing that the direct to consumer model is vastly growing, meaning the stores are going to get less and less. The big players are still going to get their allocations, but the worst thing is, I made a video talking about how there are stores that work with these rip and shippers to send their allocations and most of their boxes to split the profits with, and for them to scalp it for them online, so that they don't get the bad rep, but then they're selling their stock for massive profits online, right? That was all but, like, a lot of people actually didn't believe me that was going on. 100% confirmed by all the videos today that I saw. There is no way a rip and shipper gets 15,000 packs without working with stores who get large quantities for, you know, shipments and pre-orders. So that's what's going on. A lot of these stores are partnering up with local scalpers. I'm actually going to make a video about it tomorrow because I've had this interaction with rip and shippers here locally, because I've been approached by rip and shippers being like, hey, listen, like, I know you're not getting that much product. Would you be willing to give that to me and I'll sell it for the maximum value for you online? We can split the profits. I'll give you like 30% of the profit break. And that way you're not screwing over your customers. They don't know that it's you, and we're both making money. And I'm like, no. And he got mad because he was like, why are you saying no to profits? Don't you need the money? I'm like, yeah, I need the money, but it's not worth it to me in the long run. They're like, so wait, like, because it happened again with Journey Together today. We only got 6 boxes. So he's like, yo, I can make you an additional like $800 if you just give it to me. I'm like, I'm going to make sure my players get it. Because I have players who've been coming at the store for 10 years in the last few years. We have a lot of new families and new kids that are playing at the store. So if I'm only I get that many packs, I'm going to make sure that those kids, those people who come to my weeklies, who patron with us on a weekly basis, get the product. Because they're probably not going to be able to get anything outside of here. So my thing is, give them the experience of opening up the packs. If they happen to get a hit, they're going to remember they got it here, but they're also going to remember that we took care of them. And in the long run, not only would we have earned their repeat business, but every week they come in, they're buying food and snacks, they're playing the arcade machines, they are engaging in all the other aspects of our business, which is far more important than me making a quick buck. The long-term customer value. I appreciate that, Henry, and hopefully I'll make it out to Vegas one day as well too. But no, I appreciate you saying that. Hopefully, I don't know. None of my videos have really gone viral as of late, so I'm really hoping that video tomorrow I'll use the packs that we got as clickbait, and then make the skit out of it. I even got like I was going to use this toy little Ava gun, but I should have made content like that. So we're gonna do the addressing what's going on in the community and stuff. So Jungle, the sad part is this: that the demand is up there, and what sucks is because of them creating this artificial storage by buying up all the product, the people who actually want it are getting more desperate to get it. So it just keeps going up. Now, eventually, yeah, you would hope that there's a break point. There's a break-even point where the market gets tired and it crashes, and all these people who bought up all the, they scalp all the products, now have to begin dumping them at below MSRP rate, below market rate, in order to recoup their money. Like I know you hope for that. Will that eventually come? I can't guarantee it. It has happened before, but just because it happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Unlike 5 years ago, during the last Pokemon craze, technology has improved and more people have access to this technology. So it is becoming harder and harder for people to combat these things. And so, like, again, these guys don't care. The Pokemon company doesn't care because they're making bank. These guys don't care. Like, they don't care to the point where they're literally showing off how they are doing it online. Oh, Jungle, they've already worked around it. Like, this guy was literally showing off how he was able to buy 10 using his bots, using different credit cards. He was able to get 10 boxes, from the Pokemon Center. Right? He was just able to, via the bots and stuff, and just by encrypting it a little differently. Then the guy showed off how he used one card, but he had different variances of the card, so he was able to get multiple boxes. It's just like, it's becoming brazen. Sorry, the word I'm looking for is brazen. They're getting brazen about it. So, I know Pokemon has some policy. Yeah. Wait, that's cool? Wait. Box Lord, are you saying cool to the people using bots to buy up all the product? What's going on, HCH? What's going on, Pancake? What's going on, brother? Is there another crazy stream plan for tonight? You should know this. I was surprised. Like, I logged online and I was like, Lloyd was doing a stream with multiple people. So I was like, what is going on here? And I saw that they were playing Repo. So is that there? Hold on. Let me get before I forget, let me get the YouTube chat up. YouTube chat. There we go. YouTube chat is up. Chill night for you? None that you know of? You're supposed to be my inside. I'm just kidding. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I know. I know you and Chris and a bunch of people are waiting. I haven't had my initial conversation with Alter Reality yet. So we actually do need to lock down our details right now. So we're going to work that out. What I just ran into for Rhode Island Anime Con, they pushed it up 2 weeks. Which, it's happening sooner, yay! But my kids' graduation ceremony, so pieces, elementary schools these days, they graduate every grade. That ceremony night is Thursday night of the same weekend. And the last day of school is setup day. So that Friday where it'll be set up, loaded, and set up, that's my kid's last day of school. Now, it's a half day, but still, I was fully prepared to go. Sarah was fully prepared too. She was ready to just go. We were going to go up together, like on Wednesday, so we can get there a day early, enjoy the town a little bit, go check out the mall, and then Friday load in and set up. We were prepared with all of these plans. But no, we're not going to be able to do that. And so I'm going to have to rely on my team, which is fine. Because by then, they've already done MegaCon. C2E2 is going to be under the belt, and then they're going to have Philly Fan Expo. So they should be ready to go. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I will still come up with my family. We'll be up there by Friday night because it's a 6-hour drive. So if we leave after lunch, we get there around dinner time, hoping to avoid, no, we're not going to avoid it. Because if I time it right, I'll avoid New York City traffic, like in terms of rush hour, but I'll be hitting Hartford, like pretty much the Connecticut stretch of I-95, which is terrible, by the way. I'll be hitting that in the middle of rush hour. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Kauai Con? No. I do. I eventually want to. Like, we definitely need to. We definitely need to get down there at some point for not just like for all of you guys down there in Honolulu. Ever considered to start a tabletop card game channel on YouTube? I've wanted to. Like, it's always been in the back of my mind, but realistically, I wouldn't be able to give it the time and resources needed to make it successful. Eventually, as we, because we just spent this last 2 years recovering from, our failed franchise process, we're now getting to the point where we're actually in our last 2 months of debt payments, and we're going to be able to finally, hire people on again and reinvest back into the business, focus on growth. I could potentially, what I want to do is bring on other employees and other team members and other talent to come in to cultivate other aspects of the channel. Like, I would still create content and stream, but it won't solely be me anymore. Like, I need to also start to pivot as well too. Lonnie, Yeah, there's many parts of I-95 that I hate. I'll put it this way, ranking the best to worst. I will say the worst stretch of I-95, number one, is the Miami-Dade County. The very end of I-95, at the tippy end of Florida. It's Mad Max Fury. Next part of 95 that actually absolutely sucks, Washington, D.C. Especially the hours leading up to and through rush hour are absolutely terrible. And ranked number 3, the entire state of Connecticut on I-95. Even with no rush hour, it's dangerous. With rush hour, everyone wants to kill each other. So, the entire state of New Jersey. No, Lonnie, New Jersey isn't bad. Everyone just speeds. There's a difference between being like terrible. Like, piece like the middle part of I-95 in New Jersey, there's a truck lane, there's a small car lane. Relatively, it goes through. And everyone's speeding. So it's like, okay, Connecticut can go F itself. DC can just burn, and then the last part of Florida, the Miami-Dade County portion of I-95, people just want to hurt you. Cops don't like I know it was bad when people are cutting each other off left and right. There are people with damaged cars and bumpers left and right. People don't care. Like, I'm following traffic at 85. It's a 65 zone. I'm going 80 following traffic. I was like, oh no, I'm speeding, and people are zooming by me. People are zooming by me, and I thought I was going slow. No, they're going at 100. I see the cop come by. Is he chasing them? No, he's also just speeding. It's just like, oh, Benjamin, no. City traffics are a different thing. I'm ranking on the East Coast, I-95. I know you guys have I-4. I-4 has its own problems. Seattle's I-4. But over on the East Coast, I-95. Or I-5, sorry. I think it's I-5 over there. But either way, 95. The most pleasant part, the most pleasant stretch is after it's North Carolina through South Carolina and in part of Georgia. There's nothing there. So it's like relatively uneventful, just peaceful. If any of you have driven I-95 on the East Coast, '93 going through is mass. Oh, I haven't experienced past Rhode Island yet. So I haven't experienced Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. It has been forever since I've been to those states. Maybe next year. Josh, you came over to the YouTube side. Let's go. It is quiet over there. It's okay. It's okay. We're just getting started. Just you wait. D-Levo. Sarah Kuga, what's going on? Ohio. So once again, guys, special shout out yesterday to Zeke for being the first purchase of the day, first big Gundam purchase of the day. Last week, getting things going, and then special shout out to Jungle Scorpion as well. For holy shit, getting us. We were about 10-11% of the way to the goal. We're now over 21% of our way to our minimum goal for Plan B. Plan B is actually what I want to do. Plan A was like 100% funded. Plan B was 50%. Plan C was if we get 0. Plan D was DEFCON 1. So we've avoided Plan D, and we're now in between C and B. So I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Like, we're now over 21% of our way to our goal. So it's it was huge. Thank you so much, man. Like, yours and everyone here. Our Gamer 7th people. You guys have been following me for over a year now. Thank you for your continued support and confidence in me. And so I really appreciate it, guys. We're almost there. Josh, you guys have done more than enough. Everyone has done more than enough. And it's just a slash stretch. No, we're about 30K. So of the 50K goal, we're a little over 20,000 into the goal right now. 30,000 gets us over that major hurdle and hump, and we're going into April confident. Like, we're like, okay, we're ready to go. The 100K mark, which was stretch goal, that was like, reinforcements have arrived. We have the full army behind us. We're ready to go. We're ready to obliterate April was the main thing. Like, we're just ready to go. Renovations are starting. Things are being ordered. Like, we're just all cylinders firing. 50K is we're going into April full attack mode. And if April should do well, given everything that's proceeding to it, would then set up for a good May and June as well too. The 100K mark just makes sure is like we're just ready to go, and we expect to have a great summer. Is kind of the way we are looking at it. Oh, for those of you who were here yesterday, I did go see the dentist about everything going on here. Thankfully, not an infection, nothing to be concerned about. They removed some things that I did not, but we're doing good. We're okay. It still hurts. It is a chore to talk right now. It was a chore to eat yesterday and today, but we're getting through. Yeah. I'm here for the moral support and bad jokes. The dad jokes. Though who, I apologize if I'm too far away for you to visit. Thank you for the roses, by the way. Thank you. Jink. Let's go, brother. Yeah, so we've had some really good conversations in the last few days. Couple emails. Oh, actually, I got to respond to a couple emails. Actually, I'll answer it live for some of them. One big question that we received was someone looking at the you know, if you guys actually, for those of you who got the emails and you got the like, you know, the year-end reports, they asked, hey, why was payroll so low? I didn't collect, a lot of the managers and myself, we didn't, you know, we're all owners, so we're owner operators. We didn't collect our paychecks. We prioritized paying the part-timers and prioritized paying off the debt payments and the bills. So that's why it was so low. It was, you know, that's why we did, that's why it was so low here. So, Danny with the freaking sub. Let's go. We got 5 subs already today, guys. Let's go. Let's do this. And Taylor, what's going on? Hello, son. How are you doing tonight? So I'm gonna answer this. Like, if I don't answer this email now, it's just like, hey, oh my gosh, I should just answer it live. No, that email needs to be kept between us. Okay, I just haven't had time. It's a long freaking response or a long video I gotta make for that boy. Yeah, no, I just haven't had time. He has my number, so he can text me. I don't mind. I'm gonna give him a scolding. I'm just warn him now. It's like, boy, stop talking and start working. I'm gonna give him a scolding as like a big brother type thing. Oh, his wife is finally stateside. All right, he's fine. He's got the support network he needs finally. He doesn't need me. Sorry, hold on. Me and the other owner operators. Take a lot of our pay checks so that we could make the monthly debt payment. 2. Oh. Loan payments. Well, after these next 2 monthly payments to the So for those that are wondering, so after these last 2 payments, these next 2 months here, we'll be down to $2,000 a month in debt payments, which is for the remaining debts. Everything else is just going to go into operations. So. Oh, then we still have our revolving credit cards and lines of credit. There we go. 3, Yeah. So someone asked, have we ever paid out dividends? And we haven't. It's been constant reinvestment and self-improvement from the start because we never started with the budget we needed. So had I started out with the exact store design, inventory, and all this stuff, we would have been working on in terms of operational profit. But from the beginning, I started with less than 10% of my actual starting budget. And so it was always catch up. And it's been catch up for 10 years because we're also, the thing is, it's rolling forward. Right, it's any profits we made, we put it back in to grow the business, but we also borrowed money to help to stifle that, to accelerate that growth. Same thing, but it kept growing over time. So it'd been one thing if we kept reinvesting and taking out loans and the business kept dropping, but we have constantly for 10 years been progressing all around. So it's just been like There you go. Just answering that question. Is there any big investments in the process? There's conversations, some of which are a bit aggressive, and I'm trying to not take it. Some that are still pending. They're looking at the numbers. They want to know. They're talking to their families and respective wives and partners. So nothing's set in stone. In the past 2 weeks, I've had several long conversations with few individuals, follow-up meetings. I just did one today. So I was actually going to start at 4:30 Eastern time, but I ended up speaking with another potential investor and just continue the conversation. That's the biggest thing here. That's the thing. So Jungle Scorpion, you are correct. You want to be reinvesting. Like, you don't want to be, like, I'll put it this way, from day one, trying to prioritize profits and just paying out for your shareholders in the beginning stages or early stages of the business. And for us, early stages of the growth period is not the right thing to do. Isn't it making profits? Yeah, but you don't grow then. Like, if your ambition is to grow more investors, the valuation of the business, to grow the company, the footprint and everything, then that money needs to be put back into the company. Sort of like some of the problems we're having today with some of the corporations. All this extra profit that you end up getting, number one, you're just going to get taxed on it and you pocket it and the business just stays the same. Now, some people are happy with that. That's fine. Some people can be complacent with your business and you're like, hey, I'm okay with this, take my profits and go away. And that's fine. That's not a bad strategy. Some people prefer that. In our case, we still have a lot of work to do. We still want to keep growing and we want to continue growing our value. And so in order to do that, you got to put the money back into it. We got to put the money back into the business, back into the people, back into our inventory, back into our operations, and so forth. That's the biggest thing. So, Whiskey, thank you for the gift sub. Let's go. You're continuing to give sub. Let's go. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Whiskey. Thank you. Plastic bag Tyler, do not apologize, dude. Every bit is appreciated, man. Let's go. First off, what punishment are we adding to? That's the first main question before we do the wheel spin. Oh, Luis. Oh, thank you for remembering. He's following us very closely. He wants to invest in his own store. So he's been very adamant about that from the beginning. And for his wife and for his family, if he's going to invest into this business, he wants to see pretty much like we need to become that solid rock support for him and his business for them to invest. So we still have him, but he is waiting. He is waiting for us to, get, to work our way out of what we are in right now before he decides to try to work with us to open up his own store. So I'm okay with that. It gives me a goal because I would love to work with him. Duck game the entire. You are a mad person. What? You madman. So let me. Duck game for the entire. Oh my god. Duck. Oh, it's already in a duck game for the entire stream. That now has 2 votes. All right, let's get your spin up too. So let me get that wheel up and running. Wheel of names. All right. Plastic Bag Tyler, we get 1 shuffle for 1 spin. 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. Let's go. B8. Go grab that there. So, Plastic Bag Tyler, that is this key. That's this jet tag. Camera focus. There we go. There we guys go. For those of you on TikTok that might be confused, I'm currently live both on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, actually. So this camera over here, the one I'm been looking at, that's for the Twitch and YouTube. This camera over here, the vertical one, is for TikTok. So in case you guys are confused on who I'm talking to and who I'm responding to, speaking on all 3 channels right now. So I do apologize, but this is for Plastic Bag Tyler. And thankfully, I brought Post-it notes from home, so I can now put these aside. 2966. Tyler, I really appreciate you doing that, man. Thank you. Post-it notes, godsend. I can finally organize my orders again. Thank you. But Plastic Bag, I appreciate you being the first one of the night to get things going. I'm actually going to throw in, I found the last remaining vinyl stickers of our logo and the Misotan sticker. And then Jungle Scorpion, if you're still here, did I end up giving you this card? The Anya White Sports card? I'm not sure if I ever sent this to you. Not sure. All right, I'll mail it out anyway then. So that's now set for you, Plastic Bag Tyler. So I appreciate you, man. Hold on a sec. So would it be the same guideline then? So it looked exactly like yours? Yeah, no, because him and his family, just like my 2 remaining franchisees, they wanted to see not only Luis how I recovered, but what is my new design language? Because they obviously saw what happened with us in our history, but at the same time, he was like, well, with the industry changing, has your design and philosophy evolved as well too? I'm like, yes. So they want to see what the next evolution and what the next expression of this business is going to be, and they want to see how it goes. As they want to follow through that too. So they're doing that. So who's next? Draxite. What you do, Draxite? Another one for Balut, and another one for Killer Clowns from Outer Space movie. I think that's a new one. I think the Killer Clowns is a new one. I think the Killer Clowns is a new one. Yep, Killer Clowns. Killer Clowns movie night. My God, and another one for Balut. Oh my gosh. The thing is, guys, I believe you in that it probably tastes good to you. Oh my God. But I don't want to. Jungle, I can actually quickly calculate that for you, especially. You're actually one of the easier ones to calculate. Jungle, give me a sec. Let me do Draxite spin, and we'll go his 2 spins, and I can go ahead and I can just look that up really quick. So based on what I told you yesterday, so the amount of shares we're looking to potentially convert to with this C Corp, I can tell you how much it is and stuff. So with that said, 2 shuffles for 2 spins. Thank you, Draxite. 3, 2, 1. A10. Ben, did you grab me the open booster box that you opened up? All right. You got the Lilac tactical key strap. Let's go. Focus. It's not focusing.
What do you need it for?
Huh?
What do you need it?
Look at what we got. We only got 6 of them. We should actually probably put that one card in the sleeve. Oh, it literally says it.
Yeah.
Wait, is there more than one style of the card?
Of the.
Like, is there more than one version? Like, is there another card that they can potentially get?
Or no, so you can only get that one.
It's only this one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Look at here, everyone. Look at what we have. Look at the packs that I'm going to sell at MSRP to our Thursday night players. Can you sell them to us online? I don't have enough for everyone. I'm sorry. If it's between you guys, I had to also pay for shipping and handling, and also my packing materials. Like,
I'm looking like, what are these? Oh, the Dragon Ball.
yeah, all the Dragon Ball promo packs. Maybe we chat. If we happen to hit 50 subs tonight, maybe I'll give out one pack to one lucky winner. A single pack today. These are ridiculously $10.
Yeah.
$10 a booster pack right now. Are you people insane? Are you people insane? And people are buying them. That's the. You know, the premium collection for Prismatic is. I called it yesterday. I called it yesterday. The Prismatic Evolutions premium collectors thing, or the regular collectors thing, whatever. I was like, it's gonna be scalped up to. It's supposed to be $110. It's gonna be scalped up to $500. $468. Like $468 right now.
That is, yeah. It's insane.
It is okay. We'll put it away for right now. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it in the background to see if anyone notices. We want to promote our Thursday nights. Or if you're like, you guys appreciate what we do and how we treat our customers, consider investing.
Yeah.
Consider investing and supporting us.
So we can get more.
We can get more products because we do need to start ordering more. So it's like you have to build the rapport.
We now have the same problem that we have with One Piece, where the demand is just getting so high and we're not getting enough for it.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Yeah, it's literally just.
Sorry,
the
they
same
can't
thing.
see it over on TikTok. put it right here. TikTok can sort of see. Oh, they see the diapers. Okay, there we go. There we go. You guys see it in the background. Here, we'll just do. Yeah, I'll just put it. We'll put it like right here. Let's talk about Pokemon, shall we? Wait, does that work? Hey, there we go. Let's see how long. Let's see how long it sits up there. All right, spin number 2 because I got distracted. My ADHD medication isn't working. Oh, S1, S1, S1. Let's go. That is going to be the Fate Stay Night Archer Tactical Key Strap. That's valued at $22. Let's go. It's the officially licensed one. So you got 2 tactical key straps there. Draxite, thank you again. 2967. Draxite shall also get the stickers. Jungle, let's not play cut to pass. Let's not do that. Oh, Soko cards. We're most likely not going to have any left. The biggest thing is we only got 6 booster boxes. We ordered 210. We got 6. Isn't it wonderful? We did get 10 ETBs, so that was nice. So it's our Thursday player base. So we have a lot of children, a lot of families, a lot of our weekly players that come in. If we do have any left over, so they're going to be allowed to pre-purchase Thursday night for a Friday pickup. So we are going to divvy up the packs so people can purchase packs at $4.99, and then from there, we'll see how much is left over. I am not going to be selling any booster boxes. I'm essentially opening up all the packs, not opening the packs, but loose packs so that as many people can get them as possible. If anything, too. And just before anyone asks, out of the 6 boxes, 2 were set aside as prize support for our weeklies going forward. So we're going to set them aside. The promo cards we're looking to set aside as prize support as well, too. So why don't you just sell it for $30? Prize support. We care about our players. It's a crazy world out there, and these cards, and I'd rather let some of the kids get. No, I appreciate it. The thing is, Soko cards, if you come in and you're not an asshole about it, like if we have any, we'll let you know. There were literally people today I just turned away. It's so brazen. I had several rip and shippers come to me today because I've been talking about how we only got 6 boxes and 10 ETBs, and they're like, we'll scalp it for you. And I'm like, and they pretty much threw it in my face. Like they even brought up like, yeah, aren't you raising money because you're trying to pay off bills and stuff? Don't you need the extra $800? I'm just like, get the fuck out of my store right now. Like you, it was like, they went from begging to then being insulting. And I'm just like, you can get out of here right now. God, it was so bad. No, Sarah, that's the point. That's what I'm doing. Thursday nights is our weekly Pokemon nights, and it's mostly kids. We do have some of the older players that come for the competitive edge of things, but we calculated it out. 2 booster boxes will be set aside for prize support, and then the 4 boxes we have remaining, as long as we limit it to 3 to 6 packs per person, so like a booster bundle, right? Oh, Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go. Each box can yield essentially 6 booster bundles, like 6 packs each, right? So we'll be able to take care of our player base on Thursday. So there's that. If there happens to be any packs and ETB boxes left over, they'll be first thing available Friday morning. So I will be streaming Thursday night. So you guys will know if we have any left over. I might be inclined to give away 1 ETB box on stream. So there you go. Oh, Emerald City. Like, I'm not answering those questions. Like, again, I'm in the middle of talking with the attorneys right now, so I'm not gonna answer any of those questions right now. Ultimately, I do want to make like preferred, non-preferred, voting, non-voting, and like employee, like what's it called? Set shares aside for employee, for employees to earn and to get growth shares and other like. It is a whole complex. It's a whole complexity. That's good. That's why it's going to take all of next month to potentially through May to complete and do. But all of that will be presented to all of you. So once we have all of the information, how the breakdown is going to be, what is preferred, what's not preferred, what's voting, what's not voting, all of that stuff, tax implications and everything like that, they'll be given out and stuff like that too. No, I mean, Emerald, it becomes a lot easier because as of right now, let's say if we went out of business, right? Bankruptcy court comes in, they liquidate the business, they pay our creditors, and then the equity partners get paid out evenly. So it's like in terms of like your percentage of whatever's left over, that's how it is. When it comes to the share portions, then it's us the same concept, but it goes top down. So it takes care of the preferred people. Then like there's like different classes of shares that'll eventually go down to and stuff. Obviously I need to work that out, what powers, what protections each one's have, so that when someone comes in, they want this stock versus this stock, they're paying more or they're paying less. I opened up a can of worms, but it's what we need to do. So we're definitely looking up. We're going to be definitely looking to do that. I don't know. Vermont. I appreciate you coming in, but this is not the place to solicit for that. But appreciate you coming in and following, though. I'll put it this way: that's something where you can post that in our Discord chat. So if someone wants to put our Discord link, there is places for you to request that kind of help on our Discord, because you never know who in our community is actually a programmer that could probably help you out. But not on stream that's all I'm going to say. You can do it on Discord though. Thank you, Jungle. No worry, Emerald. No worries. Yeah, in terms of like, again, ultimately, like at the end of the day, how many shares we end up issuing, it's going to directly convert. So for you guys, like the 0.01, let's say I decide to do 10 million shares with the C Corp. If you bought a 0.01, that's equivalent to 1,000 shares. Like equivalently. So that's what's like in terms of basic math. And, we're going to make sure that it's clean cut. I'm going to make it easy calculations for everyone. Everyone's going to be able to get going there. And we'll do it that way. Really quick, 6-7. Danny Phantom, did you also do 2? You did 2 as well. Thank you, Danny, for adding for 2 spa days for Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mike, I can do you one better. I not only have them on Blu-ray, DVD, but I also have them on VHS. And I also have YouTube quality ones on my old hard drive. Pick your poison. I have everything from the original Dragon Ball through Dragon Ball GT in all formats because I love Dragon Ball.
I think they did a great job. And I'm picky.
Hold on a second. Let me get this up there. So I just added the 2 for Danny. Thank you for that. We're going to do 2 spins for Danny Phantom. Let's get this up. 2 shuffles, 3, 2, 1, spin. Oh, it's board game night tonight. It's busy. All right, B11. Actually, now that I post this, I'll get it all at once. So we are at 2968. B11. There's another anime jet tag. Spin number 2. Oh, it just went by it. Oh, Danny, I'm sorry. It literally just rolled right by it. Let me get this for you. 11 and 12. So close. Here you go, here you go, Danny. The Genshin, the Epion one. Sorry, I can't see my face. There we go. There you go. Thank you, Danny. Put your order over here. Stickers, and I'll get packs later and stuff. So that's on there for you, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. No, Sliver. Please tell me you. No. No. I am so sorry that just happened. We used to do LAN tournaments, but during COVID, we ended up selling all of our. We had 36 computers. We ended up selling all of them. We've only put 4 back into the store. We haven't been able to rebuild our LAN center since. That's something that's going to be one of the later projects we do later this year. Our priorities right now with the investments is to get the cafe space completely redone and solidified, continue solidifying our e-commerce presence, so our inventory, our operations, and so forth, and our store operations as well. And then throughout the year, as we renovate the entirety of the store, the LAN center will come to fruition at the end there. Because unfortunately, of all the things that we can do in the store, the LAN center has the least amount of ROI. It's the most biggest expense and the lowest ROI that we got to be careful of. So we're just being careful on that. And then what's going on, Keldra? So Danny, thank you very much for that. And then while we do that, I'm going to look up Jungle Scorpion. Semi-correct, Seth. So I have, so we have our home store. That's the one that we're going to be prioritizing this year, completing and everything. From the failed franchising process, I actually still had 2 contracts that decided to remain on. So they want to see not only, because they still believed in the business, they want to see not only how we would recover, but how we would also update the operations, the design, and everything. And for them, it gives them more time to save up money and capital for them to open. And actually, from that, our Santa Clara store, so our Bay Area store, has been in the works for the last 2.5 years, 3 years now. He's actually in the final stages of his construction, and he should be opening the next month or 2. What's good about that still happening is that we have our 7,000 square foot model that's going to be doing everything that I can possibly can. And then we're going to have a 1,000 square foot model that's going to be focusing on the cafe lounge portion of the business. and in a high dense urban area. I'm in a rural space, so it's going to be two opposite ends of the business tackling it. And if we can solidify both ends by the end of the year, now we have a definitive plan to move forward in any situation that we come across, and take it from there. All while, so again, not going to focus on building another store. Like, we need to complete this one, but also completely solidifying our e-commerce side of the business, or our digital platform, social media content creation, but most importantly, our website and our inventory and our selling procedures. So a lot of things we got to do this year. So give me a second, guys. Just going over a couple things here. Jungle, you have 0.17 as of right now. So if we did basic calculations, if we did add the 10, obviously none of the numbers are final, but if you base it off of that number, 0.17, so you would be when you calculate it, it'd be 0.0017 is what you would multiply that number by, and that will be it. Red Blue Blur Gaming, that's completely up to you, because at the end of the day, investing and investments are up to the individual investing their money. You choose. Like, I'm not going to sit here, guarantee returns, or say that I'm the safest investment or anything like that. The best thing for me to do is present our case, what we are looking to do, what we have overcome, what were our setbacks, what were our failures, and all that other stuff, and all this other stuff. Like, there were things that we did right, there were things that we did wrong. There's things that worked out that didn't work out. We have fallen many times. I will say in my situation, we've constantly fallen forward, because it's like a game of Candyland, right? 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and so forth. Like, there's always this back and forth. It's been a long journey, and the thing is, at the end of the day, it really depends on the type of investor you are. If you're looking for immediate returns and money, no, don't be looking this way. There's more volatile stocks and crypto and stuff that you can look at that is constantly this. This is more of any type of business, not whether it's mine or any other developing business. That's a long-term play. And that is truly out of, like, it's a mixture of, if you believe in what the company is doing, either based on the company's past performance, current performance, development, concept, idea, people behind it, values, yes. Ironically, I was just listening today, my drive, I was listening to a documentary on Theranos, and I just sat here, I'm like, how did this girl scam people out of billions of dollars in investments? Like, how did she do that? Like, I'm just sitting here, and like, so it comes in all shapes and sizes. Like, I think the one was like, she didn't even have a working prototype, but she was able to convince people to give her $400 million. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to raise 500,000, like, and I can create like 10, 15 jobs, and we get the store solidified, and we're working on then building another place to then create. Like, I'm just like, they just burned through that. All the money that Theranos ended up raising, poof. It's just like, oh my God. Like, I love when people call on, they call me scum of the earth, and I sit back and yeah, Elizabeth Holmes and some of these other companies that have just burned through hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in the last few years, and just the tech world is scary. Also, hello, Vixen. Yo, crypto dot dot. Hello, Data. Yeah, today was a bad time. We're gonna. We had to figure something out. Yeah, this week is kind of crazy for me. Like tomorrow, I actually have to take my son on a field trip. So my son's going on a field trip. For those of you familiar with the Pennsylvania area, it's called the Sight and Sound Theater. This is the messed up part. I'm dropping both my kids off at school, and then my son is going to immediately proceed to getting on the bus and going to the place over an hour away. And I have to then drive there separately, meet them there, and then he has to take the bus back to school, and I pick him up from school. And I'm just like, why? But it's okay. I actually don't mind long drives, so I'm just like, I'll be fine. I can listen to more documentaries and stuff. I explained this to you. You know, this is what you get for not being right here. I explained this to you. I am dealing with a lot of things throughout the day. You wanna know the worst part, folks, ladies and gentlemen? So my regular phone, 43 messages here. The iPhone, it's the worst one. If he'll focus. Hold on. 412 and 291. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Trust me when I say this. I literally had a bunch of errands. I had to go to the hospital today. And I also had a couple meetings as well, too. I literally was going nonstop today. It was nonstop today. I'm just trying to get through all this right now. I need a second. I'll be right back. I actually need to use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Let me put this up. By the way, if you guys want to, please, if you guys have any questions or anything, any questions for me when we get back, once again, I'm here to open up. I'm here to obviously do general discussions. But if anyone has any questions about it doesn't have to be about investing, like what's going on with us, the status of what we're doing, or questions about, like I put the question up for on TikTok for those that are like, what's going on with the Pokemon industry and everything. You know, like, you know, I have a different perspective to offer everyone, so we'll see. But let me. Oh, geez, why is the light? Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's doing that. All right. I will be right back. Ta-ta-ta. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh, by the way, does Skybird Cafe come in by any chance, guys? No, he's still not in. Oh, shit, Roman's in the background. All right. Everyone, mods, mute Vixen. Don't let them speak another word because I feel like I know what they're gonna say. I do know, Taffy, I do know the Tobal games. I do know the Tobal games. Okay, we're back. Boop. Let me put these off. Boop. There we go. I already have Hello Kitty. I already have Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I already have that. If that's where you were going. Oh, someone. Oh, Benjamin. Oh my God, Benjamin. I completely missed your question. I do apologize if you're still here. Will it include delivery services like DoorDash and Uber Eats? Yes. So that's one of the biggest areas that we definitely haven't been. What's it called? Like that's a huge growth area that we haven't tapped into. Once we get the barista station and the cooking stations fully upgraded, not only are we looking to upgrade, obviously the food, but the beverage variety and offerings as well too. And the speed of which, so the biggest thing is this: during the dinner rush, sometimes. We do Grubhub right now, and that gets delayed immensely because if there's a food rush in the store, we get backed up really quickly if there's any type of rush, just because of our capacity that we have in the kitchen. But if I'm able to make the upgrades that I want to, in terms of, so we double the amount of Mary chefs we have, we get 1 or 2 perfect fry systems in the store, we increase our refrigeration, and then on top of that, we also the barista station is taken out, all of a sudden we can have 2 to 3 people taking care of the food side of things, where especially during the rush, everything's being taken care of. And so when someone orders something from us, not only can they get a boba, or they can get a coffee, or a mixture of a beverage, they can also get hot food with it as well too. So something that we are, I definitely want to work towards. Right now it's very limited in what we can do, but I definitely want to expand upon that later. So. Or a themed meal. Jungle, you're correct. Jungle, you got my numbers earlier. I don't know if you got confirmed. So 0.17%. If you're calculating based off any like you can have fun with the calculations, like 1 million to 10 million or plus, right? You multiply by 0.0017. So then you're there. Which is actually, hold on, I wasn't looking at the number. Damn. Oh no, that's incorrect. Hold on. No, that's right. Yeah, you're good. Damn, that's quite a bit there. Do you have a favorite Gunpla? Oh, are you tackling the It's kind of stuck, but yeah, you don't see it on this camera, but the other camera you can see it. But good luck with that one. That's a fun freaking build. My favorite is it's still the Ashtray Red Frame. It is still the Ashtray Red Frame is my favorite build. You'll be fine. J-Bless, the one thing about perfect grades, take your time. There is no worries about, no concerns about rushing it. Take your time on it. That's the last thing you want to do is rush it. Jungle, are you talking about the CF shares? Yeah, the CF shares, so those are still safe notes. So remember, those are simple agreement for future equity. So those don't mature until we've raised a capital amount of 100 million. So that's total. So throughout, ever since the beginning of this business, through at any point that we have officially raised that much equity, like that much capital, that's when those notes mature and they convert into shares. So that's why us doing what we're about to do is important, because we're laying down the groundwork to be ready to absorb that. So there's going to be about 300 people coming in, not 300, sorry, a little over 200 people coming in when that matures. And so we gotta make sure that in the next couple of years, we get that infrastructure in place to get ready for them, because it's not just going to be them. It's also going to be the CF investors. Oh, no, don't worry. No, Jungle, do not worry about that. Do not worry. So, because keep in mind, Bevinox, because the majority of these people were people who invested $100. So a vast majority of them are $100 or below $200. Of investments, but they will still convert to shares. So whether they get 100 shares or 1,000 shares will be determined by the multiplier at that point in time. So in terms of who gets the most when we either go public or we end up going a private public offering, so it's just internal, right? Because keep in mind, guys, we're going to be doing multiple rounds of funding as we go forward. That's why doing what we have here in place, like we need to put in place essentially the base model for us to. Oh my God, I didn't realize. I am so sorry, guys. My mic was super high. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I did not realize my mic was super high right now. It needs to stop. It keeps defaulting to max volume. No, but ultimately, no, it's we're gonna put the infrastructure in place so that we have a proper calculation for everyone. So when we dilute shares, everyone already knows preemptively, all right, cool, in order to add another 10 million shares or 100 million shares so that we can get a cash injection of XYZ dollars, you know, everyone already knows how that's going to play out because we're already predetermined everything. So keep in mind, it's going to be fully discussed with everyone before we execute upon it. I'm going to make sure questions are answered. So we're not going to rush this process. The last thing I want to do is rush this process. We're going to make sure we dot all our I's, cross all our T's, we get our notifications right. Our representation is ready to answer any and all questions. Like, we're going to do our due diligence before we execute. I am both Angel and CF. I'm just, oh, stop it. You're Aether, you're fine, brother. Oh my God, Bevinox. Shit, bro, man. Good evening and happy Tuesday, brother. Much love to you. Right back at you, man. So HCH. So HCHAJSKSK, what does HY mean? Are you just saying hey, or you've done this twice or three times? I'm just wondering if that's an acronym for something. And it may be all of you know, and I don't know. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot of the lingo. Does HY stand for something? Whoa, that's a big question. What are my... Oh, it's just a random call me. No worries. But I love your question. What are my top 5 games of all time? Everyone knows my number 1 answer. My number 1 game of all time is Final Fantasy VII. Number 2 is StarCraft. The entirety of the series. But I'm gonna keep it to one. I'm gonna keep it to one game per genre because, like, I could put all of the Final Fantasies under one roof. I can be like, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, you know, it's 6, but that'll cover it up. So I'm gonna keep it to one genre. So my favorite RPG of all time, Final Fantasy VII. Legend of Dragoon is a close second there. RTS game of, you know, between Command and Conquer, Age of Empires, Empire Earth. StarCraft is my game there. No, favorite game of all time. Yeah, no. Final Fantasy VII, StarCraft, I have huge emotions to. Final Fantasy, major emotions to. Legend of Dragoon is something I got really, really invested in. So that was really another big one for me. A lot of you may not know this game, but one of my fondest one of my favorite games when I was younger, and I don't play it anymore these days, but I still have fond memories of it. Gunstar Heroes on the Sega Genesis. Gunstar Heroes on the Sega Genesis. I'm not sure if anyone else knows that game, but that has a special place in my heart. That game right there. So Gunstar Heroes on Sega Genesis has a special place. And then lastly, if I were to pick a 5th game, absolutely had to pick Lunar. The Lunar Saga. Silver Star Story, Eternal Blue. I also put a lot of time in there. You don't know any of those games? I'm sorry. Google and try it out for yourself. House of the Dead. Wait, does literally no one know Gunstar Heroes from Sega Genesis? You guys were deprived. Your childhoods were deprived. You guys all had deprived childhoods. I feel bad for all of you. Oh, time arcade games. Yo, I always played DDR, Pump It Up, Time Crisis, and House of the Dead. Anytime I went to Dave & Buster's with the arcades back in the day, those are the 4 games I had to play. I didn't care about anything else. Those are the 4 games I always had to play. Hell yeah, man. You know what, chat? I'll be RB because hold on. I'm realizing I'm gonna go on mute. Just gonna get this. I'm just gonna get this over with so they can stop guilting me into everything. BRB, guys.
늦어서 늦게 알아서 어떤 사랑보다 아름다운 말을 너라는 말. 에당초 사랑이란 사치 없을까? 그들이는 비조차 나를 보며 비웃을까? 그녀보다 아름다운 사람이 있을까? 이별이 싫은데 아픔이 싫은데 모두 낙가밤에 그대와 함께 살고 싶은데 가슴에 녹이 슬어 아프면 줄 몰라줘 눈물에 묻혀져서 사랑을 배웠내고 너무 늦어서 늦게 알아서 어떤 사랑보다 아름다운 말을 너라는 말. 비오는 날엔 새들은 어디 있을까? 나처럼 도틈에 숨어서 울고 있을까? 난 너의 사랑을 주워 먹고 사는 새호나 그대 없이 이미 시간은 멈춘 채 몽하게 별이나 새면서 네 얼굴을 그려 지루하게 어두운 이불 속에서 기어다녀 가슴에 녹이 슬어 아픔인 줄 몰랐죠 눈물에 묻혀져서 사랑을 배워내고 너무 늦어서 늦게 알아서 어떤 사랑보다
I'm gonna unmute myself really quick. So I'm in the middle of an important, trying to gather investment stream right now, everyone. And you ask me the most depressing scenario. You want me to put my mind in like the most depressing mindset right now to answer this question right now. Just letting you all know that.
나랑 결혼해 줄래? 나랑 평생을 함께 살래? 우리 둘이 알콩달콩 서로 사랑하며 나 닮은 아이 하나 너 닮은 아이 하나 낳고 천년만년 아프지 말고 난 살고 싶은데 참 의미가 담겨있는 시 하늘이 정해준 운명의 끈 너와 나의 만남은 천생연분 이 세상을 다 준대도 바꿀 수 없는 내 삶의 오직 평생 너뿐 내가 더 아껴줄게 눈물이 나고 힘이 들 때면 아플 때면 함께 아파할게 평생을 사랑할게 평생을 지켜줄게 너만큼 좋은 사람 만난 걸 감사해 매일 너만 사랑하고 싶어 나랑 결혼해 줄래
Can bring my heart the next time I gave you the last time. Your love's no longer in my mind. I never cried for you. Goodbye to you. Don't want you back here in my life.
어제의 내 마지막 기억은 너와 그 1분도 안 되는 전화 한 통화 거기서 아마 필름이 끊겼어 깨진 핸드폰 내주 짐작이가 억지로 손을 넣어 토해 다 뺏고 싶은 추억까지 더해 빌어먹을 놈 끝내놓고 너 전화를 왜 해 체념했음에도 목마름에 짓눌러진 죄책감의 무게 편하게 널 보내줘야 해 달거나 아니면 쓰게 Ring me up 양몽했어 Hate myself 또 원망했어 I got nothing to lose Love is yesterday news 나 갈 때까지 나가볼래 내 사랑은 남겨두고 가 내가 살거나 아니면 죽거나 알 수 있게 또 지나가겠지 뭐 너와의 거리도 아닌 뭐 I got nothing to lose Love is yesterday news
Can bring my heart the next time I gave you the last time. Your love's no longer in my mind. I never cried for you. Goodbye to you. Don't want you back here in my
난 사랑을 몰랐어 못났어 욕심과 자만은 멈출 줄 몰랐어 잘났어 항상 제 멋에 나는 살았어 시작과 끝을 알 수 없는 길을 걸었어 그리 결코 넌 내게 쉽지 않은 사람이야 우린 저 높은 태양처럼 식지 않는 사랑이야 수많은 별들도 우리 축복해주는 밤이야 이제야 내가 너로 인해 변할 수 있는 기회야 너로 인해 난 사랑을 알고 사랑을 믿고 너로 인해 난 믿음을 알고 꿈을 꾸고 I love you, oh thank you 고마워 사랑을 배웠어 I love you, oh thank you 좋은 건이 세상에 없는 건 너의 사랑 그보다 큰 선물은 없어 내 곁에 있어준 그 하나로 충분해 I want you so I love you so thank you 때론 내 이기심에 너를 가둬둘지도 몰라 힘든 날이 많아 네가 많이 울지도 몰라 내가 못나 부족하고 모자라 네가 견디기 힘들지도 몰라 날 떠날지 몰라 하지만 날 놓치면 결국 후회할지도 몰라 감히 어떤 누구도 우리 사이는 못 갈라 우리 같은 인연은 다시 태어나도 못 만나 너만을 지켜주면 숨쉬게 할 수 있는 나 그리 결코 넌 내게 쉽지 않은 사람이야 우린 저 높은 태양처럼 식지 않는 사랑이야 수많은 별들도 우리 축복해주는 밤이야 이제야 내가 너로 인해 변할 수 있는 기회야 오늘도 눈을 감아 네 얼굴을 상상하고 내일도 눈을 감아 우리 미래를 그려보고 I love you, oh thank you 고마워 사랑을 배웠어 I love you, oh thank you 고마워 좋은 건이 세상에 없는 건 너의 사랑 그보다 큰 선물은 없어 내 곁에 있어준 그 하나로 충분해 I want you so I love you so thank you 검은 머리 퍼플이 될 때까지 널 사랑할게 세상이 반종이 돼도 끝까지 널 지켜줄게 슬플 때면 기대 나는 어깨가 되어줄게 아플 때면 기대 나는 너의 약이 돼줄게 고마워 날 웃게 해준 너의 미소가 고마워 날 일깨워준 너의 충고가 고마워 미래를 만들어준 믿음과 I love you, oh thank you 고마워 약속해 변하지 않는 나를 누구보다 너에게 잘할 수 있는 날 좋게 보여도 항상 웃어주는 너 I want you so I love you so thank you 그 결코 내게 쉽지 않은 사람이야 완전 높은 태양처럼 식지 않는 사랑이야 수많은 별들도 축복해주는 밤이야 이제야 내가 너로 인해 변할 수 있는 기회야 그 결코 내게 쉽지 않은 사람이야 완전 높은 태양처럼 식지 않는 사랑이야 수많은 별들도 우리 축복해주는 밤이야 I love you, oh thank you 고마워 고마워 I want you, I love you, oh thank you my baby, my lady
Chat, they're trying to say they didn't guilt me into calling her back, them back. Like, no, chat. Look at how how Vixen came into the stream and how they came at it. Tell me that's not guilting me into calling. That is pure guilting. That is manipulation and that is guilting.
잊는다고 네가 잊혀질까 미워하면 네가 미워질까 사랑 앞에 쉽게 무너지던 내 맘이 아픔에 묻어질까 너 없이 맞이할 길고 긴밤 제자리 꾸미길 빌고 빈다 좋은 이별 따윈 있을 리가 없잖아 긴 새벽을 뒤척인다 깨질 듯한 두통 찬바람에 시린 두번 처음 느껴보는 상실감에 조여오는 숨통 그래 난 이기적이었던 거야 그게 너라는 장미를 꺾은 거야 근데 뾰족한 가시와 가냘픈 꽃이 준 진짜 네 모습은 어떤 거야 한참을 서럽게도 악몽 같은 잠이 깼어 몇 번을 생각해도 내가 비비파랬겠어 아름다운 이별은 뭐 지옥 같은 소리 마지막에 색한 좁은 무리 우리 둘은 이미 진 거야 꿈을 보여 적이 된 거야 우리 서로에게 멍들고 누가 누구에게 병들고 한숨은 병이 되고 Love is fading away no 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 매일이 익숙해 걱정 마 fresh 이것이 진짜 네 fucking new 앞으로 잘 봐
All right, we're back. We're back live again. There was no innocence. It's all the innocence. All right. All right, we're back. So I'm gonna turn this off. We're back to normal conversation time. So we're back to Oh, by the way, for those of you that just joined earlier, I want to do obviously special shout out to everyone that has placed orders tonight. But also from yesterday, Zeke ended up buying one of our perfect grades. So really appreciate you guys. The essay kicked off, and then because of Jungle Scorpion, we went from 10.5, 11% of our goal to 21% of our goal right now. So greatly appreciated. Now, pretty much we're now in between plan C and B. So like we're right in between it now. So it gives us a lot. It gives us more options in terms of how we can tackle next month. So again, thank you. This is it, guys. I know it's been like, it feels like we've been talking like this nonstop for almost 2 years now, but we're at the end of it. Like, what's great is like I still have this long journey ahead, but it's sort of like if you guys watch Solo Leveling, it's sort of like you know, you tackle a dungeon the first time, you grind it through, you didn't feel like making any progress, you level up, buy the equipment, and you come back, and it's all of a sudden, it's still challenging, but it's a lot easier because now you're back, refreshed, reinforcements, new equipment, and you're just ready to go. So what?
Writing up a review for Snow White.
For what?
Snow White.
You're writing a review?
Yes.
Why are you writing? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it Friday.
Oh, how was it?
Honestly, it's not as bad.
Is it a 2? Is Snow White a 2?
No, it's more of
Out of 10?
no, out of 5.
Oh,
It's like
the IMDb. Wait, are IMDb scores out of
it
10?
depends. There's a lot of misinformation everywhere.
Hello, Christian.
I've seen people go, "This is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution." No, it's not.
No, it's because
not even
it's
close to it.
being review bombed, so
Yeah,
that's why it's
being people-
Dragon Ball Evolution was objectively, and it's just bad. Okay, this
Yeah, no,
movie is just being
honestly,
hated.
Like the worst part about it is Rachel Ziegler has terrible PR and is just not a great person. But people are using that bias into it, and they shouldn't. I would say that this is closer to a Disney Descendants watch it at home style because the music is fine. It's
I
not amazing.
like Descendants.
No,
That was fun.
Like that's the thing. It's fine. You can enjoy it. Some of the changes I understand.
Oh, really quick, Christian, a master set in my book is one of every card and every variant. Not a. Some people will say play set. I think one of every. So each master, like full set is one of every card, like the number. Master set, every card and variant of the card. So foil, reverse hollow, Pokeball, Master Ball, all that. I think Descendants was way better.
Yeah, no. But what about Rise of Red? I would say this is Rise of Red levels.
Rise of Red level.
Yeah,
This-
Descendants 4.
Chicken Joe,
Specifically.
Chicken Joe. This will be the last time my equity stick will be up for grabs.
What a name.
Because at this point we are going to work on fully converting into a C corporation, and everything's going to be solidified. Everything afterwards is going to be the next series rounds of funding. So I did an angel round for the first couple of years after COVID. Then we did Regulation CF, which was the first wave of initial seed round funding back in 22 to 23. And then we were working on trying to get Regulation A+ off the ground, but we didn't have the resources at the time to execute upon that. But essentially, we spent the last 2 years paying off our debts, and this year is going to be finalizing our operations here at the home store, and then going back to presenting Regulation A+ and our plans for the future later on. And so the funding rounds after this will just be, there'll be conversion notes and later round fundings. But this is the last time that's going to be my equity stake, my founding shares essentially up for grabs, as this will be a different class of shares later on. So there's that. Diabetic Squirrel, are you asking in general how investing works, or specifically with us? Like if you've invested before or you never have, and you're asking, it's like, you know what, I might be interested in this. How does it work? Or you've invested before, but how does your company, like, what are you selling? Essentially, are you selling shares, stocks, conversion notes, loans, or whatever in that regard? Yeah, I'm not. Well, first things first. I will point everyone to our website, gamersheaven.com. We have an investment page there. It has a disclosures. Has a warning that I make sure everyone reads. But overall, just kind of our history, what we've been through, what the offerings are, and basically that's really right there. I take you haven't. Yes, you can you can either go to my Beacons page or just Google gamersheaven.com. It'll take you right there. You can check it out there. And then from there, I encourage for you to ask questions. Some people just kind of went and they just did it. They just invested. I was like, okay, cool. Then after that, we'll go through an interview process to make sure, you're not a crazy person. And also you're willing to do X, Y, Z things, sign NDAs and all that other stuff. We'll finalize the shares, and then, we'll take it from there. But overall, read the information, ask questions. That's how we start. This is the last week. Technically speaking, so I say the last week, but it should be going on probably to the first week, if not the second week of April, just because we're going to be executing upon obviously the change, but the biggest thing is going to be I'm going through a major operational change this next week here, so. It's going to be, I don't know when my daughter's going to be born. So once again, we're expecting our third child. I have 2 boys. This is my first girl we're having. This is our last kid. So my wife is technically due April 19th, but because of her scans and what she's feeling, the doctor's feeling, they were all like, she might come out early. So we're just preparing for that. So with that said, why this is technically the last week is, I don't know. Like, if she's okay, I'm going to keep streaming next week as well, too. Because by the end of April, we will lock everything up. But I don't know how much I will be available to have these conversations. So read and ask all the questions you need now. And Diabetic Squirrel, in that link, I also have a link to our Regulation CF round page, which was the previous offering. That goes through our history from 2015 through 2023. I have a video that explains kind of everything that's happened, the ups and downs, and the biggest thing I want to focus on is how we're moving forward. If you look at that and you're like, I don't think so. More than reasonable. Everyone invests for their own reasons. Everyone has their own risk aversions, and other people want to invest for different reasons. So there is that. We still haven't picked a name, guys. It's pretty much down to 4 possible names right now. And so we'll see how it goes there. Thank you. What is your opinion on Shrouded Fable as the first master set? I mean, you picked a good set that's pretty affordable right now. So I don't think that's a terrible idea. I urge you to actually just go search for a master set that's been completed. Because you buying them individually, unless you're doing it as a hobby. So if you, and the thing is, I think it's more fun if you set that as your goal and you go out and trade with everyone. Go and trade up, go to collectible shows, go to card shops, maybe even open packs. Enjoy the process. Like, I think the purpose, like, I get it. People just want to buy the sets and they want to have it all. But to be honest, as a collector, for me, I'm getting back into collecting because of my kids, because I sold my cards off over 15 years ago. This actually, no, more than that. 16 years ago, I sold it. Oh my God, I'm old. Either way, no, but either way, it's, I say if you want to, I say enjoy the process. You picked one of the more affordable sets right now. Honestly, do it with your wife and nephew. Have the card list. Go get one ETB so you get the master list, or make an Excel spreadsheet so that when you go to shows together, when you guys open packs, when you guys go to shops, you can cross off what you're looking for or what you've gotten already, and get a binder. Get a binder with every slot labeled out, or put a piece of paper in there, and as you get it, just complete it. Don't worry, Vixen, you're fine. First time chat, Rich Dollar, what's going on? I had my first game a few months ago. It's amazing. Congratulations. Welcome to Parenthood. I hope you're enjoying it, man. What's it called here? I'm currently on this is my third. I had 2 boys who are now 8 and 6. So we've already gone through the process. But this is our first girl. And honestly speaking, this is I'm hoping, because for those of you on TikTok, you've seen my first 5 years of the business. During that time, I was barely home, so I barely spent time with my 2 boys as babies. I didn't really get to enjoy that time. I'm really hoping that this time around, not only do I get to enjoy this time with my daughter, but also I'm available to my sons, who are right now playing more games. They're getting into collecting Pokemon. They're now wanting to play sports. This is a time for me to spend some quality time with them. So I'm hoping to be able to balance all that out while still taking care of all of you, content creation and streaming, and growing this business. So it's going to be, I have a new set of challenges coming up for me in the next few months and years, but I look forward to it. You're very welcome, Christian. Good, best of luck on all that. And just letting you guys know, if we happen to hit our mid-tier goal, I will be. So as of right now, until we hit the 50K goal, which is, we're now at 21% of it. So we're more, sorry, 40%. Oh my God, no. That's right. I was basing it off the 100K mark. Sorry. Reset. We're at 41% of the way there, because out of 50,000, yes, we're at 40% of the goal, because every 10K is 20%. Out of 100, it's 10% every 10K. So yes, of our goal, we're over 40% of the way there. My God, I fail at math. I know, shameful, right? But no, so everyone, Bevinox and everyone else that bought their lifetime, Sion and everyone that bought their lifetime member and invested during that first week, 2 weeks ago. Everyone that purchased items throughout last week and this past weekend. And then obviously for those of you for other purchases this week. And then obviously Jungle coming in for the 2 shares as well. We're now over 40. We're over 41% of the way there. So let's freaking go. Voss, I appreciate it. Thank you. No, we are. So pretty much what I was saying is, so at the 50K mark is where I will be able to get a secondary setup. I budgeted it out so that this setup could remain, and I have a smaller setup for home where, because I don't want to take up too much space like I did last time, but I'll be able to stream from home like Let's Play. So I promise you guys I will play games, because the thing is I won't be able to do too much just chatting. Also, no horror games when I'm with my daughter, because the last thing I need to do is scare her. So keep that in mind. I still promise you guys, though, I will dedicate once a week, Mondays. I will work with my wife on this, but Mondays to come into the store, because this setup will remain here. Originally, the original plan was to take this back home, but between the sponsors loving it, the customers loving it, everyone's been loving it. So like, we're not going to take this away from them. And instead, hopefully this will continue to grow and flourish into something bigger. But it was, we're now going to, so I was like, oh no, I guess at home we'll just do just chatting. But now I'll be able to work on getting that secondary equipment so that I'll be able to game at home with her. We'll beat Final Fantasy. Actually, I shouldn't play Final Fantasy 7 with her because I get quite emotional playing that game. No, it be Lucid. I wish I could play Monster Hunter. So many games I wish I like. There's like, I wish I had the time where I already beat Final Fantasy 7 last year and I had time to play other games. God. We'll see. One day I'll be able to actually enjoy this stuff. Curse me having to run a video, having to run a business. Laurie B's tangent warning. How am I tangenting? Okay, actually, like that's why I've been hearing. Even my mutuals are all saying like that. Monster Hunter has been an incredible game so far. Everything from the exploration to the progression system to the story. Like, has it really been that good?
There's a story?
There is a story to Monster Hunter, right? Like, I've
Is
seen
it an obvious story? Because
like
the old Monster Hunters were like Dark Souls. The story kind of like involves. Nice.
Zeke. What in the world? Zeke moving up the needle. He got 1 share. Let's go, brother. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me calculate that out now. Thanks to Zeke, we're at 43%. Let's go. And Zeke with a 2969. Dude, are you sure about that? Zeke, so if I happen to take that number at you, so you multiply it. So if I end up doing the 1 to 10 million shares or above, you take that number and just multiply it. So when you do the decimals, 0.0011, just letting you know, that's how you calculate it. Let's go, Zeke. 1-1. Oh my gosh. Thank you, dude. Let's go, Tim. Thank you for the roses. It's getting insane for Destiny Rivals. Oh, Destined Rivals. I have pre-order in 3 hours. Story ready. Not just. Oh no, yeah, no. Pokemon, guys. Pokemon, but even the Japanese side of things, it's out of control right now. So it's just a matter of like, hopefully you can find, you know, it's either you're gonna just go for it, you're gonna pay the scalping prices, or you're hopefully you have a store or a business in your area that's gonna be taking care of you guys. You know, for us, you know, we only got 6 booster boxes and 10 ETBs, so we're prioritizing our weekly players. In terms of like, so they're gonna have first crack at it. We're gonna be selling all loose packs to them, just so that many of them as like, because with 6 booster boxes, we set 2 aside for prize support for the weekly tournaments, and then for the we have 4. So with the remaining packs that we have, I think we're just going to separate them by packs of 6. We're just going to mix all of them up, split them up by 6, so they're like their own little booster bundles, so that we can at least take care of 24 of our players. And the ETBs will then go 1 player at a time. We're going to cut them open, so everyone knows. We're going to cut them. We've adopted what another store did. So instead of just like flat out cutting them open, it's going to be, if I sell it to you sealed, it'll be at market price. If I cut it open, it will be MSRP. And like, I've had a few people call me out and, you know, be mad about that. I'm just like, then go pay market price. Like, stop directing your anger at me for wanting to try to take care of the people who want to open up these packs. Don't blame me for the inflated prices of sealed product. You are misplacing your anger quite a bit. I've had some aggressive conversations in the last 2 days, and I'm kind of done. The skit video I'm going to shoot later today, I'm addressing that because my favorite interaction today happened, and I'm like, you sure about that? So I'm going to reenact this. I'm going to reenact the interaction in my skit. So it's been a while since I shot like a proper skit. This is going to be it. It's definitely been a good story. I enjoyed it. Plus, they continued in high level. Oh, I'm still waiting for Gamers Heaven in Illinois. I'm working on it, Ippy Lucid. I was trying. I faced some major setbacks in the last few years. But instead of giving up, I spent the last 2 years digging ourselves out of the debt situation we put us into, trying to expand and franchise and stuff. And along the way, cleaning up our operations, redesigning the space, and, you know, refocusing on a lot of things. And obviously, yeah, you can be like, oh, a little late, you should have done that from the beginning. I'm like, I'm not going to focus on the past. We had a lot of other good things happen. A lot of opportunities that showed up because of what we did in the past that is now there to help us progress towards the future, like our partnerships. So Tim, my team should be there for C2E2 if you're going to C2E2. I won't be there because, once again, I have no idea when my wife's going to give birth to our daughter, and I must stay on standby. And if she ends up coming out early, so if she ends up coming out in the next 2 weeks, she has to go to the NICU because she's coming out early. So her lungs and brain won't be fully developed, technically speaking. So I definitely have to be around. So we are hoping. I appreciate that. Thank you. So it's just, we're nervous because my wife's been having Braxton Hicks. So for those of you who have been dads or moms or parents or people you've known been pregnant, the Braxton Hicks is like the body preparing for the contractions, which then could lead to obviously the birth. She's been having it, but it's been becoming more frequent. So not full-blown contractions yet, but once that starts happening, the clock begins. And so we're going to see. But we're here, guys. Can we just take a step back? Jink, Twilight, Zeke, Danny, Draxite, Bevinox, try to name everyone, Jungle, everyone, Sion, everyone, Aaron, everyone who's either purchased or invested or supported us since me getting stranded in the desert back in August. we're here. I think you guys remember how I was back during that time. We're now here. We're near the end of it. We found out it was a girl, and now she's around the corner. Like, it's time flew by. So just thank you. And so that's why, like, I know, and for your lifetime members, I know things have been taking a lot longer than expected. A lot of things obviously pivoted and turned in ways I didn't expect, but we are here because of all of you. And that's why I like me working on that conversion, because ultimately, guys, too, like, just to let you guys know, all of you that bought my equity shares. So Emerald City, are you still here? Emerald City, are you still here? In case you're listening to me in the background or something. Emerald City. Because I want to say something that should ease some of your concerns as well as everyone else's concerns. Emerald City. He asked a question earlier, and I actually want to provide a proper answer to it. Emerald City. Zillions, the minimum amount that we have is 500. Information's available on the website for a high-level overview. I encourage you to look at all the links, look at all the information, read the disclosures, watch the videos. And if you have any questions beyond that, I'll be streaming every day this week, maybe some days next week, depending if my wife ends up going to labor or not. But to hear and answer any questions that I possibly can, because we will be wrapping this up at the end of the month next month. So I will let you. If Jungle comes back, I'll let him know. Essentially, it is my intention. You guys are buying my equity shares. What that means is, for those that are wondering about the stock levels and what stock you guys will be getting, whether they're going to be voting shares or not, preferred stock versus non-preferred stock, you will be getting the highest class of shares because they are mine. I hope that makes sense to all of you. So me doing this is to, number one, legitimize even further what we're trying to do, prepare us for that future growth, prepare us for the safe notes, but ultimately to give you all the confidence in what you guys have in us. That is my intention. Like, that's like, so I got to work it out with we got to work out with the lawyers in terms of how everything's going to be structured. But at the end of the day, you guys bought my equity shares. So whatever mine would convert to, yours are going to convert to. Does that make sense? I'm not just going to screw you guys over and just be like, oh, you guys are non-preferred, non-vote. No. You bought mine. You didn't buy it from someone else. You didn't buy from our expansion shares. You bought mine. So that's what it is. Oh no, I'm only selling. I'm selling up to now. Pretty much available is 9%. 9% of my equity stake in the business. That's it. So I'll still be majority owner. Imagine caring about Pokemon cards now. It's an absolute joke. I mean, Lapras knows. You have no idea. Oh, sorry about the clickbait title. Like, it's just to get the conversation started. It's a semi-clickbait because we're selling a portion of it, but not all of it. We just spent the last 2 years digging ourselves out of debt, and now we're finally ready to put everything back into the business. Rehire, reinvest, fix a lot of things, expand our not operationally, but grow our e-commerce business, store operations. We're finally ready to put back into the pot again. But yeah, no, Lapras knows. If you're still here, just like 6 months ago, Pokemon was doing this. I was sitting on a ton of Obsidian, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade. I was just sitting on it. Booster boxes, ETBs, Temporal Forces I had too. Like I was just sitting on them. No one was buying them. We ended up getting a bunch of the restocks and stuff, and then literally by November, before Prismatic was even hyping up, at a Comic-Con show, we ended up just liquidating it, and it was just like, now I have instant regret because I could have sold it all at MSRP now. But back then I was selling it. I had to sell below MSRP just to move them all. And so I liquidated it. And I'm just like, could have made a few extra $1,000 there if I just held on to it. Thank you, everyone. No, the Pokemon market is, the thing is, like, it's semi self-inflicted too by Pokemon by themselves, but they know what they're doing. I mean, they're making hands over fist money. People are just capitalizing on it. So, but it's not like we're not doing anything. Like, we're doing we're doing the best we can with what we have. So again, like with the 6 booster boxes that we get, we're just going to take care of our local player base, continue to grow the local scene, teaching new players, welcoming them in, them coming back weekly, doing a bunch of other events for them. Trades have been picking up in the store. So it's just like it's not our main business, but it's a part of it. So we'll cultivate that part.
Ow. That did not crush as easy as I thought it was going to.
Ben, what the fuck? What? What? Okay then. Oh my gosh. That was something. I just noticed. I'll put the I didn't put the we are 43% of our goal. So you guys missed it. Can someone clip that? Can someone clip it and share it on the Discord so everyone can see what he just did? You see what he did?
I heard.
He came over and just crushed the. God. Yeah, no, Zadarnet. Ben just did Ben things.
Because we had to make slushies, so we had a bunch of cans.
Oh, you added more to it? Wait, did people actually buy those slushies tonight? They've been selling?
Yes. Baja Blast, special.
Oh yeah, we're making Mountain Dew Baja Blast slushies in the store now. Zeke, you can watch the clip later. Zeke, I feel like I need to hand deliver this Gundam to you now. I just realized, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just shorten this up. There we go. I'll just leave it at that there. It actually might be cheaper for me to mail. Actually, think about it. between the gas and the tolls. It's just like it'll just be cheaper to mail it to you. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna I'm actually gonna process the orders later today. I mean, I can just do it now. I can just process. I can process y'all orders. What am I talking about? I literally have everything at my. I can literally process the orders right now. Let's process the orders. If anyone has any questions, feel free to bring it up. I'm more than happy to discuss them. But I don't think Lapras is still here. No, I don't think they are. Let's go ahead and process everything. Oh. Guys, I don't know how I'm going to react. I have no idea how I'm going to react to... Clipmate. Oh, Danny, thank you. I'm going to re-log into my shipping program. That's nice. Jared Smith, you begin the process by checking out our website, gamersheaven.com. I'm not sure if you can see the link that, right here. It's also in my profile. I pretty much have an overview of the entire company, of what we've done up till now, our past, our ups and downs in the last 10 years, what the current offerings are, pretty much like a high-level overview of that kind of on that side. And then essentially, I do my best to give you all the information up front to determine whether or not you want to ask more questions. Which I obviously encourage you to do. I appreciate if there's any blind faith, but you know, if you see what's on the website and you're like, I'm actually still interested, especially after hearing what I have to say on the videos, and you're like, I'm still interested in doing this, and definitely come back and ask questions. Or obviously, you know, you'll end up watching it, and then you can either also determine that this is not for you, and that's fine. At the end of the day, you want to be informed. You want to be informed as an investor of what has happened, the ups and downs, and obviously the risks involved too. Yes, I've been doing this for 10 years, and we've been getting investors throughout those 10 years. I actually asked if you had a store in... I'm assuming you meant to say you wanted to ask. You wanted to ask. I don't have a store in San Diego yet. I do have two big investors who live in San Diego that want me to build in San Diego. So we just spent you'll see in the overviews on the website, but we just spent the last 2 years recovering from our failed franchise. Our franchise project that we did several years ago. Our attempt at it did not work out the way we had hoped. I have a video that goes through all of that in terms of everything that kind of happened, and essentially then spent the last 2 years not only rebuilding, restructuring, redoing everything, but also paying off our debts that we accumulated during that time. Everything that would have either closed us or hold us back. We are now in our final 2 months of those payments, and they are done. And now we're now refocusing on building up the home store the way it should have been, getting it all done, finalizing the processes, and then working on expanding again in the future. But right now, our main focus is here. Solidifying that, solidifying our online operations, our content creation, streaming, and everything. And then on top of that, even though we stopped franchising 2 years ago, we still have 2 contracts that stayed on. And so those 2 franchisees, one is waiting still. They're saving up, and they both stayed on because they want to see not only how we would recover, but how we were going to rebuild and change everything. And they were excited for that, so they stayed on. And the one store is opening on your side of the country, and that is in San Jose. specifically Santa Clara, California. Our Bay Area store is going to be opened up hopefully in the next month or two here. They're in the final stages of construction. They're actually building a different concept of our business, focusing on the cafe lounge aspect of the business. So it's going to be a very focused version of our store. But if that works out, we now have a game plan to go ahead and tackle other regions of the country, because we have a small version and we have the large version. So 1,000 square feet to 7,000 square feet and beyond. So we'll take it from there. So if you have any more questions, I encourage you to go watch those videos first. It goes pretty much over a good amount of things, especially the video links in the CF round link. So that link will take you to our previous investment round page that has all the disclosures and videos that we had in the previous rounds, but still relevant to your knowledge base that you need for us as well. If you did have a store in San Diego, would investors be able to work for the company? Yeah. No. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. It's like you own McDonald's shares, but you also want to work at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Flips. Obviously, yeah. The first go around with Seattle, there were the pros and cons of, how it went. Ultimately, when it came down to it, they didn't have the funds that they originally needed to have to open. The bank kind of screwed them over and they opened up underfunded. And so they were behind from the beginning, everything from inventory, design, aesthetic, all the renovations that they needed. And then along the way, they did get an investor that came in, but unfortunately, they just ran out of time. Because even though they came in, they still needed more working capital. And by the time they're finally hitting their stride, the regulars, the regulars started coming in, churning a little bit more and more and more. But unfortunately, they just simply ran out of time due to the financing. And so, I think another company came in and took over. And so, it is what it is now. But we definitely learned a lot from that experience. And so, between that and everything else too, a lot of lessons learned. And then for us here, it wasn't all bad though. There's a lot of good relationships that came from it. Personal, professional, business, and sponsors as well too. And so, yeah, feel free to ask me based on that. But Flips TV, I appreciate you coming in and commenting. Definitely need one in Houston, for sure. Did you do Pokemon only or other? Oh, Pokemon's of all the games I do, Pokemon was actually the least thing that we did in the store. Like, Pokemon could disappear today and we'd be just fine. It's just a matter for us. It's like it's an area of our business that we can clearly grow. We now have a demand for in the store. People are coming in. People want to play here. People want to trade with us and do business with us. So it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and see if we can grow this community again. Because the thing is, like, this is the first time in 10 years, besides the COVID rush for Champions Path and Evolving Skies and all that stuff, where people are, they want to come here. So we were never a card shop. Like, we were never a card focused store. And so again, when people look at me, they don't get what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not just a card shop. We've diversified in a bunch of other areas where a lot of people who like to point out, oh, that's your weakness, you're not a focused store, ended up being our strength during this time. When prices are going up, people's discretionary income are going down, we were able to provide options. And so, yeah, probably had the most flexibility amongst everyone else. Sorry, guys, give me a second. I just need to log into one of my accounts here really quick. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh, why am I not getting? Okay, well, I have another issue going on then that I'm going to figure out later. I can't get into my shipping program. Will we be at Rhode Island Anime Con this year? We should be. We still need to finalize a couple things with the showrunners, but we should be. Now, what sucks is, though, I was really hoping that it was going to be later in the month, like it was the last 2 years. But they decided to push up the date. So I no longer. So my original plan with my wife, with our kids, for the first time in a long time to come to a show, we were going to come up like Wednesday, few days before setup, so that Thursday we can check out the city, we can go and enjoy a show, we can go shopping a little bit, spend time with the children, and then Friday morning load in, get set up, grab dinner. Saturday, enjoy the show, and then Sunday, show, load out, and then we leave Monday back home. That was the original plan. But now I need to send an advance team to take care of all that, because that same week is my kids' last week of school. So, you know, I have their graduation ceremony thing on Thursday night, and Friday's the last day of school, which is a half day. So now I have to wait till Friday, which is load-in day. I live over 6.5 hours away, plus traffic. We're looking at 8-hour drive. I then have to drive from Philly to Rhode Island Friday afternoon. And so hopefully we'll get there by the evening, check into the hotel, and we'll do our things on Saturday. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is just staying the extra day or two after. So we'll check in Friday, but we'll check out like Monday or Tuesday and still get to enjoy the show. Because like the last few times I've been to Rhode Island, I've been wanting to bring my wife and my children to show them around. The mall's absolutely amazing. The people around there, I want to take them to level 99 and just enjoy the town, even though that's where my phone got stolen in the park. I'm not bitter about it. To do that, so we'll see. Yeah, Bodega Baby, right? Like technically they notify, but like it's just more like it just threw me off. Like because my wife was also like, yeah, we should definitely do it, and she just went in to just add it to the calendar, and she was like, we have a problem. Oh, soft shell taco. You just left. You had a great... Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the store, and thank you for joining on the Twitch stream and stuff. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to put the... I usually have on the TV that's above me the stream playing, and it's my bad. Oh, Zombie Plague. We've already tried franchising. That did not go well. I have extreme PTSD, emotional trauma from that entire process. We just spent the last 2 years paying off our debts and trying, recovering and rebuilding from that. Finally at the point where we can start building back the business and reinvesting back in, take care of my people. We're going to try to expand again later, but we're going to do it ourselves. We're going to be the ones to open the stores. So it might be a longer process, but we got to do it. That Friday update on the Gundam. Oh, who's that set? Oh, yeah, I am in Phoenixville. Rhode Island Lego store. That's exactly it. That's right, Celinda. Rhode Island Lego store. Friday update on the Gundams. Twilight. You just joined in. I was just letting everyone know we're going to be we're going to be working towards. So I let everyone know. So just be on the lookout for a newsletter, either end of this week or early next week, announcing. So we're going to get more details after I speak with continue my conversation with the lawyers. We are going to officially convert to a C corporation. So there's a long process. I'm still figuring everything out, but what that's going to do is going to solidify everything. It's going to clean everything up too. You and a handful of others are going to get a ridiculous number of shares because of what you have done. But on top of that, though, it's what I want to let everyone know is because there was a couple of people who were concerned that it's like, wait, if you do that, are we going to be like non-preferred or non-voting? Are we going to be not protected? I want to reemphasize to people, you bought my equity stake. So whatever I convert to, you convert to. So for those that just joined, I hope you guys understand that. Whatever mine were, yours are going to be as well. You understand? You've been seeing him for ages, but you never realized we're so close? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, so if anything, too, it clears. Like, I sat there, like, Twilight. I was just like, okay, we got to balance this out, calculate all this, and muster all this up. It just cleans up everything. It just cleans it all up. Even my bookkeeper and my accountant was like, "Oh my goodness, we have been waiting for this moment." It's just gonna be so much easier for everyone, because it also clears the path in the future for like employee stock options, growth shares. If we ever need to add on more shares, the dilution process, that's like the math is simple. And then for when the CF round investors, when, hopefully we get to the point where their safe notes convert, that path is super easy as well. So there's a whole bunch of things that open up. It just cleans up everything. If you're actually interested in that question, information is available on our website, gamersheaven.com. There's an investment section there. I have all my disclosures. We have a summary that you can take a look at. There are videos that are linked with our history for the first 8 years in the CF round link. So essentially, if you look over that page, look over all the links, read the disclosures, and if you actually want to continue, you want to ask more questions, like you're still interested in investing, given the information, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I have it all there. If you are still interested, I'll be here for probably another hour or so, and then later on, I'll be streaming daily throughout this week and this weekend. Next week is up in the air, just because my wife is expecting her third child any day now. So starting next week, I'm on standby because she's due to arrive in the next 3 weeks, but she could potentially come early. So I did say this is the final month, but it really is. So by the end of April, I'm looking to just close everything up, and then so that we can just proceed with the rest of the year. And then any future rounds will be going through Regulation A+, Series A, Series B, and Series C. And we'll go with that way. So that'll be it. This is the last time that you guys are going to be, anyone that wants to get in will be able to buy my founder shares, essentially, my equity shares right now. So the highest class of stock now. Later on, nah. Sebastian, I hope we can make it out that way, man. We're once the recovery period, rebuilding period, especially, I'll put it this way too. I know a lot of people are scared about this year, right? But my thing is, my challenge is not only rebuilding, but if I succeed this year, given everything going on, I will have not limitless, but even more confidence going into 26 and beyond to try to work on expansions and so forth. So there's that. No need. So currently I'm just in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. We also have another store that's opening up in Santa Clara, California, and San Jose. That one has been pending for a few years now. It's so with that there, in terms of a return, pretty much like you're going the long haul, because I'm telling you guys right now, we're going to be mainly focused on reinvesting everything to continually grow the company, to build it out and everything. If you're looking for the entity that has the most opportunity for ROI, so like you're like I'll put it this way: if you're asking in regards of, hey, I know it's a risk, but what, if I'm looking for return on investment sooner than later, which one would it be? And that would be the store, so the Phoenixville store, as well as Cafe 7, so our food entity business. One's going to have renovation costs. The other's going to have developmental and renovation costs up front. Once that's done, they're just operating. Our business is going to constantly keep growing everything from our infrastructure to our, employees, our team, our digital presence, eventually increase our, hopefully exponentially grow our inventory. We're going to need warehouse. Like, it's going to be constantly spending to grow. So that this is more the long haul, but it's also the greatest potential later on. But it's also the greatest risk. All of them are risky. I'm not going to sit here and say which is the safest, which is the riskiest. All of them are risky. There is that there. Oh, neat. No, I appreciate it, man. So I do encourage you to please review everything that's on the website, though. It does answer a lot of questions. That way, like, I know you did your research on what we're about, who we are, what we've been through. So you kind of know who we are as a business, who I am as a person as well, too. Just want to be transparent. That way, our conversation could be focused on answering concerns you may have, questions you may have that none of that answered, and then negotiating. So, like, yes, everything's up for negotiation, and they'll go from there. If you are interested, yes, go ahead and send me an email. We can set up a meeting, like a Google Meets, so we can just have like a face-to-face meeting and discuss. If you want specific numbers and reports, obviously an NDA needs to be signed. But other than that, like, I'll be on stream every day. If you just kind of like generic questions overall, I don't mind answering them here because other people may have the same questions as you do. So there's that. So appreciate it, man. I'll put it this way. Ultimately, if you decide not to move forward, I appreciate the consideration. Ultimately, the most I can ask for anyone is just a minute of their time, and go from there. Oh, neat. All right, chat. Well, Sebastian. Oh my gosh. Revly Soft, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Let's go. The last day, so I did say to the end of the month, which is technically this month, but ultimately I'll be closing the books on any new shares and everything as we're trying to convert right now. So most likely the deadline will be the end of April. So the end of April will be the absolute, but I may end it sooner than later. So keep in mind, so I originally had it to the end of the first week of April, but given everything that's going on right now, it could be as soon as the first week of April or as late as the end of April. It's just because it's going to be where we're at that time, via the paperwork, because we're trying to execute that sooner than later. But also where I am personally, because, my wife is expecting our third child. We're going to go through a major operational change in terms of my schedule, the store schedule and everything. And so what I'll be able to handle and not handle, it's going to be a variance that I need to prepare for as well too. Jigas, I mean, if you are, let me know if you have a question. So I'll be more than happy to answer it. Adam, in terms of percentage ownership, I have the breakdown on there. If you're looking to buy more than 1%, I am open to negotiations, but the minimum investment is 500. Maximum is up to 9% of my equity stake. Adam Martinez, I appreciate that, man. If anything, I encourage you to do this. Just like I just told the last person, if you're actually interested, please do go check out my website, gamersheaven.com. Let me actually show you areas to look. So this goes for anyone here. Let me, so this is my screen on Twitch and YouTube. So when you're looking at the website, you're going to go to the invest page. I encourage everyone to please read the disclosures, the warnings, high level overview of everything, how you can do things, what our goals are. And then please go to our previous Regulation CF page. So this was the offering we did 2 years ago. This gives you a high level overview of everything we've done the first 8 years of the business, what we've gone through, what we were able to accomplish. I have a video going over during those first 8 years, what went right, what went wrong. And then, I encourage you to look over all that info. And then if you're interested in continuing that conversation from there, then you can come back here. My thing is this, I go over everything. So like the good, the bad, the ugly. I'd rather be fully transparent. You know everything. You know what you're getting yourself into. But who are also about, and people will watch that and react of one of two ways. They're going to be like, hell no, or they're going to want to ask more questions, and that's fine. That's what I look forward to. But if you don't, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your words of support there and everything. So, is it just Jigs, or Gis? Either way, I feel like I mispronounce it, but either way, you can kind of calculate it based on the entity. So again, go to the website, you'll see the breakdown of the share, like the offering breakdowns, because they go by not just by one. There's 0.5%, 1/4%, and 1/10%. So take a look at that, see what you want to do, and especially as we convert, that will then convert to numbered shares instead of a percentage, and then we'll go from there. So if you have any questions beyond that, feel free to ask, and then if you're looking for obviously more than one or above, we can go ahead and have a conversation on that and go from there on that one there. I mean, Sebastian, on that, I appreciate you even considering, man. You look at that, and if you determine you want to do something, I appreciate it. If not, that's fine. We're gonna, no matter what happens, we're gonna do what we've always done. It's just like we whatever situation we're in, we're gonna take the resource we have at the time and move forward. Right now, we're at the end of a 2-year debt payoff schedule. We're finally almost out of the woods and finally can breathe and start putting money back into our people, the store, and the business again. For the last 2 years, it's just been sell what we have, everything we have, and just keep on pushing it out to pay off these loans and everything that we accumulated from that franchise process, and then be able to be in a position where we can put back in again. So, but obviously more disciplined this time. We're not going to do any crazy expansions. We're looking to solidify our core operations first. Again, I'm not here to argue about hindsight stuff. Information's out there. You make the determination of whether or not you would like to go with us or not there. I appreciate the email. Yeah, pretty much when I end stream here in a bit, I'll go ahead and follow up on any emails or schedule time with anyone here, and we'll go from there, guys. So, back to here. Oh, actually, the Asian guy. I can actually answer your question right here. I own 65%. I own 65%. So at the beginning of at the beginning of all this 2 years ago, I was at 85% ownership of the entire company. Since then, what's it called? No, sorry, 75%. And I made 20% available. So we're down to 65 right now. So there's 64 because we just sold one more. So there's 9 more available until I'm at 55. I'm willing to go more if the price is right, but I'm not trying to just sell out the entire company right now. So hope that answers that. So nobody owns more than I do, by the way. So no, like there's no, like the number 2 person has 5. So you don't have to worry about that. The most anyone has is 5 right now, in that regard. So there's that, especially once we get into the share breakdowns, voting shares versus non-voting shares, like that is all going to be solidified in the next month or 2. So Zeke, that's incorrect. That is incorrect math. 0.01 is 500. 0.01 is 500 of the overall company. So based on the valuation, 1% would be at 50,000, 9 would be then 450. But obviously negotiate, like at the base level, the price is going to be there. But for those that want to buy a larger percentage, that's where negotiations come into play, which we have done in the past. But that's for the overall company. If you want to do the store, that's a different valuation. The Cafe 7 is a different valuation as well too. So if you'd like to check those out. Zeke, you're good, man. Actually, I don't think that guy who emailed me is still here, so I gotta respond to him via the email. I'll just respond to him in the email. Yeah, Twilight, she's getting close. That's why, like, this might be the last week I can, like, stream like this at the store, this much time, just because even though she's due in 3 weeks, she's already having Braxton Hicks, so it's like the early stages of the contractions. And pretty much she can go into labor any day now. Like, my daughter's pretty much fully developed, but her lungs and brains are still developing, but body-wise, weight-wise, she is there. So that's why starting next week, I will have to move my operations home. The level of what I can stream from home will vary based on what I'm able to raise. So we're currently 43% of the way of our goal right now. At 50%, I'll have a secondary sub setup. So it's not going to be like the big one, but I have, thankfully, thanks to Corsair and Elgato, I have enough equipment to spread throughout 2 locations and stuff. And so we just need to get the desk and desktop all set to get that going. So that way, like, I can still stream at the same quality from home. And then when my daughter's born, we can do what we had discussed before, be able to sit down and play. Like, obviously I can't do too many, like, I won't do horror games with her. I'm not going to wake her up, but just chatting is fine because, hopefully, she gets used to my voice and stuff. And then we're going to play some casual RPGs and games and stuff. So, but I'm definitely on edge right now because my worry is if she does come out next week, she has to be in the NICU for at least a couple days, if not a couple weeks, because she's going to come out early. It's just back to story time streams. Actually, I could finish reading Traces of Two Paths. I could finish reading that. That might be a good thing. chat, you guys can go into your guys' order. Just look at your past orders and add it up. I was kidding. No, Lethal Curse, do not worry, I got you. Thankfully, it's actually pretty easy because it's just I just got to focus on the big ones. Not yet, Chomp. Hopefully soon. All right, Lethal, give me a second. I got to go through all of your purchases. So give me a minute. There we go. Lethal. Give me a second, guys. I'm just taking care of one thing really quickly. I just gotta calculate something for one of my people here. What was your question here? So you did. What about offering lifetime memberships at high price points to raise? Oh, A. Wilson, we do. We have those. I've been selling them since I went viral on TikTok. We have 23 left. We have 23 of those left as well too. So I do have that section available. So if you go to our website, we do have a lifetime membership available. But no, I appreciate you being in sync with that. Actually, that's an awesome observation. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 1, 5. Lethal, you're the same as You're the same as Jungle. 0.17. 0.17 for corporation, and then you are at half a percentage for cafe. There you go. Ooh, I had to go back to early, it's an entire year. But I appreciate it. Thank you. You did. You did quite a lot throughout the year. Thank you. All of you. Every single one of you. Even the ones that like put it this way, even those of you who haven't been able to purchase anything, but you've been here with like you've been with us this entire time. Your views matter. Your views matter because your views help us get into like pretty much all the views combined, get us in front of everyone. And it gives us the opportunity to get in front of the people that might be able to do the investments, able to gift sub, able to do bits, able to purchase something. And ultimately, those views also ended up us getting partnership and the opportunities to get sponsorships. Like this is a collective effort, period. So there's that. Oh, we got Ava stuff. Do not worry about that. Have you considered gaming competitions you could draw? We have, but we're not trying to cultivate a competitive scene here. So keep in mind, it's we actually got rid of a lot of the competitions because of the crowd that it did draw in. We still do have gaming competitions and tabletop tournaments and stuff too, but it's not our main focus because that was drawing in the very customers we didn't want in here. If you can understand what I mean by that, we have a space where everyone in the community, all aspects, all members of the community feel safe to be here, comfortable to be here. It's not an aggressive place. Everyone comes here casual. I mean, yes, we do have some competitive tournaments, but it's not as much as we used to have. And the place has become a lot calmer. A lot more diverse amount of people are coming out. It's become a much safer and more diverse environment. With that said, we're making a lot more money than we ever did when we just catered to that. And so it was that. Now, keep in mind, there is a, like, are we not ever going to do those tournaments? No. It's a matter of we need to rebuild to be able to host those events again. But we're not going to do it on the scale that we did before. So if you look at our 5-year video, so for those of you on TikTok, the one that's playing, you'll see by this one ends at 2020 because this is my 5-year video that I made 5 years ago. So this August, I need to make a new version of this to show the last 10 years of the business, which is going to be a very surreal week for me to edit that. So we'll see there. It did not come yet. He's working on a couple things right now, so we'll definitely see what will be there. We won't be doing that just because we're not 24 hours. But we have done giveaways for lifetime memberships for hitting so especially on the stream side of it. So we've been going hard on Twitch since last year. We had some major milestones because of Twitch and our supporters there. And so we ended up giving a couple away as well too. People have donated lifetime memberships to be given away as well. So it's been kind of a crazy, oh my goodness, wait, what? C-Dubs, what's going on the YouTube has a couple more people in there. Wait, Jigs, can you tell me what you're going to order now? Because I need to put a restock order in tomorrow. So I'd rather get it in now so I know what I'm getting this week. If that makes sense. I need to order it this week. So by Friday, I just have it on hand so I can just ship it to you. If you wait till Friday, I have to put in next week's order. So if you can just let me know which ones you want, I can then go ahead and do that. Shit, bro, man. Always appreciate you, man. I try to raid you a lot, but we stream at such different times. It's hard to catch when he's streaming and stuff. Let's go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, first time chat, and congratulations, man. Hopefully, the first of many. YouTube party, C-dubs. All right. While I wait for Jig to give me what he wants to do, let me see which one of my friends are on right now. All right. Oh, Hunter's streaming right now, guys. Jakes, if you could just do me a favor, if you're listening, just email it to me. There's no need to, like, you don't need to type it into the Twitch chat. Email me with, like, the items you want. That way, like, so I'll place the order tomorrow so I can get it restocked in. So just let me know. So everyone just email me what you want. Is nobody email me? Actually, guys, hold on. Scales the GM is streaming right now. Hunter, our very own Scales. Oh, there we got it to me. Hold on. Let me just write it down. Never mind.
Kelvin, clear it.
Actually, can you email that to me? I'm sorry. I meant to. Can you just email that to me? Because I will forget this. Email it. My ADHD will make me forget this.
And then I'm gonna walk over here. Yeah, we can still sleep in here. It might be halfway disassembled, but it's fine.
Everybody email me. Because actually, with all your orders combined, I can actually justify free shipping. So.
Okay.
All right, let's get this. Let's surprise Hunter.
We have log carriers that can move.
So chat, everyone that purchased today, invested today, throughout this past week and everything, guys, thank you. We are more than 43% of the way to our goal right now.
We need Kelvin over here with us.
And then if a wall ever gets broken down,
Let's go, guys. So we're gonna continue we're gonna continue this conversation tomorrow when I get back from my son's field trip, and we'll keep on fighting the good fight, guys. I'll also come to a decision on this too. I might make one ETB available online. So with that said, guys, give Hunter some love. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And look, the reason why I'm ending early is I'm trying to be responsible with my sleep schedule. I'm trying to get better. Trying to get better for you guys. I'll start earlier tomorrow too. I don't have a meeting tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
For those of you on TikTok, you guys have a good night as well.
No, I drank an energy drink for water and I'm eating cat food. That's good enough for now.